So this is what Megyn Kelly apparently was reacting to, because you know that they were going to try to find something. This is what they found.
This is a moment the news movement filmed on January 13th in Minneapolis, showing a man who appears to be Alex Pretti interacting with federal immigration agents 11 days before Border Patrol shot and killed him. Our footage was analyzed by the BBC, whose facial recognition technology confirmed his identity to a 97% degree of accuracy. On the morning of January 13th, our team received a tip that federal agents were blocking a street at the corner of East 36 and Park Avenue in Minneapolis. We arrived around 10:15 a.m. We saw observers shouting at the agents as they walked back to their vehicles. When they started driving away, the man kicked their taillight.
Did you hear what he called them? Because I heard what he called them. Did you hear what he said?
No.
He called them fucking traitors.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's what he called them. So, and I agree, Medi. I agree. She is also a cuntosaurus. And when this is done, we could bring that up just for shits and giggles. But, you know, like, he is on the right side of history, and they could try to paint this however they want to paint this.
Yeah, well,
it makes him look like more of a badass to me. That's all that does.
Well, this again gets back to the case in point here, which is, did he deserve to die? And what they're trying to find is any angle that they can use to say, well, he had it coming. He deserved to get killed. Like that's.
But again, this is all so absurd, and it really shows you how far the Overton window has shifted in terms of what is just passable, right? Like, what's even passable? We're arguing. Okay, whether or not whether or not this man should have been arrested. No. See, that would be a valid discussion we could have, right? No, we're arguing about whether or not he should have been summarily executed. And the fact that anybody under any circumstance would support that, they have lost their friggin' minds. Y'all have lost it. And I don't care what he did. They lost your minds.
And got out of the vehicle, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. During the altercation, agents fired tear gas and pepper balls into the crowd. They continued to hold the man down before they retreat, and he walks away. The man in our footage is wearing a similar outfit to what Pretti was wearing on the day he was killed. What appears to be a gun is also visible above his waistband. Here, he continues to stand at the scene.
Yes.
On the day he was killed, the Department of Homeland Security claims Pretti, a 37-year-old ICU nurse, approached officers holding a handgun.
No.
That claim has been contradicted by analysis of bystander videos from multiple news investigations, which concluded that Pretti was holding a phone, not a gun, when he...
Clearly! It wasn't even, like, it could not have even been mistaken, okay? This is, again, why this is so absurd. Because it's not even debatable. This is silly. He was clearly holding a phone. They clearly saw it was a phone. They disarmed his legally carry conceal and threw it away and then executed him. So again, all of this is to distract you from the fact that we now have a Judge Dredd situation. That's where we're at.
Okay? Oh, yeah. The law.
Well, because again, the debate could be had whether or not somebody might or might not get arrested.
That's true.
You know, we could argue about that, but this is absurd.
He was pinned to the street.
That's a war zone, all right.
Insanity.
Shortly after the altercation we filmed here on January 13th, federal agents drove away.
That's a lot of tear gas.
Soon after that, we left the scene.
Yeah, I mean, they can twist this any way. There's nothing that they can say that will negate what we all saw. Nothing. And it doesn't matter what his history was. In fact, that just makes ICE look more culpable, and it makes it look more like first-degree murder than second-degree murder, in that they had some sort of vendetta against him. So the only thing it does by showing, well, no, it shows that Alex Pretti was a freaking badass. But aside from that, is it shows that actually could give ICE officers, depending on who was involved in the first incident versus which officers were involved in his execution.
Yes.
But anything that's a crossover, now you've got mens rea on the part of that officer, that it was intentionally and this guy was particularly targeted. So now you actually could have a case for first degree murder.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, again, they've gone out of their way to protect the identities of these guys and put them on paid leave. And
they can do that for as long as they can do that. That will not last forever. Nobody can hide forever, and nobody is untouchable.
Speaking of somebody who claims to stand with the law, but clearly doesn't if it affects her political agenda, here's what Megyn Kelly had to say about this incident and what ultimately transpired.
I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for Alex Pretti, but I don't. Do you know why I wasn't shot by Border Patrol this weekend? Because I kept my ass inside and out of their operations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's we talked about this earlier, and what I believe more than anything else about Megyn Kelly is that she is, first of all, is she an attractive woman? Yes.
Not to me at all. I think she is. Honestly, maybe at one point I thought she was attractive. She wears the complete wrong look for her face shape. And so to me, her face just looks like this giant, no. And her hair extensions are horrible.
Yeah. Well, aside from that, she's a sharp cookie. There's no question about it. She knows the law, but she's also somebody who is extremely full of herself and is exceptionally classist. This is a person who probably does everything in her capacity not to have to deal with anybody she perceives as not part of her class. Anyone she perceives as beneath her is worthy of being stepped on and crushed. This is the type of person who I'm sure never wants to be approached when she's walking on the street, although I don't know how many people would actually want to go.
All right, you've got to facilitate this because I can't look at her. And the only thing that's going to happen is it's going to make me play Cuntosaurus Rex.
Okay.
It's very simple. If I felt strongly enough about something the government was doing that I would go out and protest, I would do it peacefully on the sidewalk without interfering via a whistle, via shouting.
That's cool of you, you stupid bitch. Oh, I can't with this woman.
Can't you just protest peacefully so nothing changes? Can't you just be like the good shit libs in the suburbs who walk around with signs and never do anything to really create change? Again, this is exactly, and I mean exactly, who Malcolm warned everyone about, is the person who will do everything to defend the state against the oppressed.
Oh my God. Oh my God, this bitch. Oh,
and my body via any other way. I would make my objections known by standing there without interfering, because interfering is where you go south.
Oh, really?
And laying.
Megyn, it's interfering is what makes it go south. I don't think. Oh, this bitch. Oh my God. She is just, so basically, according to Megyn, our First Amendment is only that within the standard perimeter that is granted by your permit for your action within the suitable time and place and location, most peacefully. And that would be effective. Why, Megyn? Because the oligarchs and the establishment care and have empathy and give a shit. So you really you think we should just all peacefully ask for some more crumbs? Oh my God.
Yes,
This
sir.
is-
May I have another?
Hands on a police officer trying to, or Border Patrol officer or ICE officer trying to conduct a law enforcement operation is a felony. And now you are going to get arrested. And if you do anything that resembles resisting, you're in serious trouble. Doesn't
like the entire founding of this country. And here's the thing, and she knows this, but she got her marching orders and she's got to keep everybody in line. And just for shits and giggles, and because Medi really likes it, behold, Cuntosaurus Rex, there she is in all her big hat glory.
We would be amiss. And I've seen them in the chat. I've seen them asking for it, so you're going to get it now. Megyn Kelly is not the only one acting like a cunt. In fact, you got others acting like a dick, a small, flaccid dick. And that, of course, is Tim Pool.
First of all, when these people come out and go, Tim's a bootlicker for defending us, I'm like, no, you misunderstand. It's my boots. It's mine. I voted for them. I'm wearing the boot. I'm stomping on the ground. I ain't licking anybody. I'm clapping for these people that I said, please go out and enforce the law. And anybody else who's cheering for it, who voted for it too, we're all wearing the boots. You're the one crying. You're the one saying, you're coming.
Is he out of his mind?
Honestly, it's like the total, this almost sounds like he's saying nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
I voted for this.
He sounds absolutely ridiculous.
It's my boots. It's mine. I voted for them. I'm wearing the boot. I'm stomping on the ground.
Oh, you're real tough, buddy.
Oh my God.
It's very tough, let me tell you.
Oh my God. It's embarrassing.
Every time he does
it's embarrassing again. And
every time he does this, I think, yeah, another 1,000 subscribers unsubscribed from his channel.
Again, people, revert to the guide. Revert to the guide. I know it's not easy, but man, good grief. The level of just so being so antagonistic. It's like you only go out on an offensive like that when you're so insecure. You know what I mean? So obvious.
And when we think about what's going to happen if we don't deal with this problem, then you're going to get clips like this that are going to be shown on repeat. You know, the amazing thing about what happened between Renee Good and Alex Pretti is that you had the clip shortly after Renee's assassination where you had the ICE officer who said, are you asking to get shot too? Are you asking to be made an example of?
Right.
Well,
didn't you learn your lesson?
Well, here's another one that just happened the day after Alex Pretti was assassinated.
You this, brother.
What?
You know, I will tell you this. You raise your voice, I raise your voice.
If I raise my voice, you'll erase my...
Exactly, yeah. Yeah.
Are you serious? You said if I raise my voice, you'll erase my voice?
Yes.
They
got itchy trigger fingers. They want to use it.
Oh, every single one of these people. Again, they are compensating, and this is where we are. And they feel completely emboldened. Again, we're sitting here watching people having a legitimate discussion over whether a summary street execution was the proper response to something. That's insane.